What about now?
Yeah, that's good. So you changed the lens, or what did you
Just
do?
zoomed out.
Oh, okay. That's better. So what are you going to talk about?
We're going to talk about the book.
Oh.
She's writing a book.
I'm writing a book. Not like a memoir though. So I started on chapter 4, which is
Talk
like,
to the people. I'm going to get your coffee.
I feel like I'm talking to myself.
Talk to the people.
I can't. Thank you.
Okay, I'm back. We're out. We're not sitting at the couch.
Yeah, Starbucks.
And I don't have a blanket with me, so it's very
Does it
disappointing.
feel awkward? Do you feel naked? Just wonder.
If I was naked. So anyway. Talk about your book.
So it's construction related book. It's really about starting a construction business. But I think that it's also for just those people who are really new in the industry, or centered around a very specific part of it and need to understand, full scope of construction. So I'm going to kind of go into pre-construction, construction, post-construction, and all of the things that you should know before and after. So it's going to be a pretty detailed book, and eventually we'll turn it into a program and a learning series. So I'm excited though, because I love construction. I love construction administration especially. I love developing processes and following plans and all that good stuff. So construction actually just really fits well with my personality, and I've learned a lot about it, and I've met a lot of people who don't know the full scope of it, and especially smaller contractors who want to do really big things, and they tend to be limited in what they can do because of what they know or don't know. But also, sometimes it's hard to really figure out what you need to know when you haven't followed a path like I have. So I've been able to see construction from many aspects, and I just want to share it with people. So.
Cool. So another thing that eventually at some point, I keep looking at myself.
Did you see me? I was dribbling.
Anyway, want to put together a HVAC homeowners or HVAC. Yeah, I guess it'd be HVAC homeowners consumer tips, do's and do nots, and watch out for things to watch out for, like industry. Right now, there's a lot of things going on in the HVAC industry that where people are getting told some things that aren't true. So I'm thinking about doing a series about that, about what to look out for, what your contractor should be doing when he come out, and doing a no heat call or no AC call, stuff like that. Just some things that really you should be aware of, especially if you're new to a home and you got an older system. A lot of companies are using these sales tactics to get you to pretty much give up on that system where it could be repairable and you have more time. So, I mean, if y'all interested,
I think that'd be great.
look out.
Yeah, I think contractors, not just in our trade, but contractors take advantage of,
Extra high.
Oh yeah, they take advantage of those who just don't know any better sometimes. And there are of course good contractors who are honest and straightforward, but unfortunately, they're not a whole lot, and a lot of our customers or people who call us, you know, eventually have shared their horror stories, and you know, so.
Yeah, I mean, and one thing in this industry, no one person can tell you they know everything. They tell you they know everything. Hey, look, do me a favor. Tell them to go ahead and go somewhere else and call somebody else, because the whole thing that because our industry is so changing. It's just like how it used to be with the computers and laptops. How every year, you know, you have, or your iPhone users have another have different features. You know what I'm saying? That come out every year, subtle but important. So yeah, this is just us talking, like what we usually do to keep things exciting. Is that we have our coffee. Usually we're sitting in the car though.
Yeah.
We're sitting in the car, but it's a nice day, and COVID is that big, and I thought that it would be good for us to have a different background than that wall.
How are y'all doing with COVID? Like, we've kind of done away with, shut up, masks. We're comfortable, you know, without them. I think our vaccination status has something to do with that. You know, got a little relaxed maybe, but we've also, we've been sick as shit a few different times. So.
Had every variant that's out there.
Right.
And last time y'all had it, I didn't get it. So
Yeah.
I got, you know, as a fat dude, I got everything. Like high blood pressure,
Fat dude.
teetering on bipolar.
Lord.
That was a joke.
It was. He kind of crazy, but not that crazy.
Like how you just jumped in though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah? What about you?
I feel like I need to lick your lips.
Okay. Now, yesterday we went to, you know, like me and my brothers hung out at the racetrack. My first time ever being there, you know, with Pops, you know. So
the racetrack with cars.
Yeah, because she thought it was horses. Like even though I said a racetrack, like, oh, I guess it. I don't know. I guess that.
I thought it was horse races.
But I did say that the cars was going so fast, and then you was like, was there women with? See, she was over talking. Was there women there? I was like, women? Yeah, it was women there. Did they have big hats?
Yeah, because
Big hats. Why the hell did they have big hats? But yeah, whatever. So, but anyway, it was very fun to be out until people got shot.
Came out.
Yeah.
People actually got shot?
Yeah. Toya said it was. Well, Pops said that Toya said that 2 people got shot. Somebody got shot in the stomach or something, and then the leg.
That's too bad.
But it was a nice
Folks lost
day.
some money. It was mad.
Yeah. It was. But anyway, like I said, this is what we do, is to keep things. You know, we have our Sunday morning discussions about. Usually, we talk about business and what's coming up for the week. Sometimes.
Yeah, we have to do better about being consistent, because we tend to like just enjoy each other, and you know, when you work all week long, you don't always want to focus on that all weekend long. So, but we do have to be better about having specific times for, you know, those discussions. You should look at
Trying to be on the camera. Video bomb in my over there, eyes like that.
Really?
Got the creep eyes going.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice one.
Yeah, I did. Gotta watch your back. I got your back. So yeah. So anyway, this week's check-in, and then too, you know, instead of always talking about the seriousness of relationships and being married and being in the Reston, Virginia area or DMV, it is so many distractions, you know, as far as like just being in this area, life alone. You know, I watched a video where a guy said he was talking about to keep the perfect relationship, 2 days to yourself, 2 days together, and then 2 days. Well, no, not two. So 2 days to yourself, 2 days alone, and then 1 day away with your friends. And you know, like you by yourself with your friends, I'm with my friends, and then 1 day with our friends together will make up the perfect, you know what I'm saying, balance in a relationship in 7 days.
In 7 days?
Yeah, another 7 days. So 2 days will be on our own.
Yeah.
Right? And then a day of so 2 days away, 2 days, 1 day together, right? And then 1 day with your friends and my friends, and then another day. I think I missed 2 days.
In a whole
7 days.
week? Just a week, guys?
Yeah,
Are you supposed to repeat this every week, or is that once a month?
That's what the dude was saying.
That's crazy.
Somebody gonna get stabbed in the throat if you would have asked me.
That's a lot. Like, I mean, does he have children?
He don't have. You know, I mean, of course, people who think that way, they don't have children.
Yeah, and
That's,
I mean,
that's
the
more.
first
That
part,
don't really seem like a relationship. You know, life like.
yeah,
Or
that's still
marriage.
very separated.
Yeah,
Very
that's not a
separated.
marriage. That's not a marriage. That's not even a good relationship for somebody who's dating. You know, I mean, unless you just
Maybe
just dating, but you're not, you know, anything serious. I think that you know, that you'll want more time together to actually form a bond. That like, and then once you're married, you know, there's no way that no wife is gonna let you have that many days alone, and then with your friends.
Vice versa.
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I do run away to my room, but it's not like I get to be away for 2 days at a damn time a week.
Well,
2 days a
if
week?
you think about how many times you run away to your room, you got a good 5, 6 days.
Shut up. That's not true. That's not true.
5, 6 days in there. But yeah.
That's too. I couldn't imagine.
I don't know. I was, you know, what do y'all think? You
I know.
Comment.
I don't
Let
even have
me
any
know. I mean,
relationship tips.
maybe we're crazy.
You think we're qualified to like give relationship tips? You think we've like been in this long enough? I'm just wondering.
What you mean? Have you been in this long enough? We've been married longer than we've been together.
We've been married longer than we've been together now? I'm just curious. We've been married almost 8 years.
Why are we
haven't exactly given a whole lot of advice. I'm just saying, like, oh my goodness,
we got
babe.
some good advice from, you know, some pretty famous people. I mean, like,
Yeah. I mean, we've definitely been able to at least do our
at least we
experience.
can get that.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very valid what we have to share, given that, you know, the struggle, especially with us having businesses and doing so much, and then having so many kids, and like, yo, I think, yeah, I mean, we can give parenting tips.
Right.
You know, beat them.
Shut up, babe.
Beat them.
I'm not a big beater.
No, you're a little person. So you're a little beater. We need a big beating for me.
So, what advice would you give for sustaining a relationship? Like, what's the biggest?
Drugs. A lot of drugs. Oh my God. Yeah. Stay away from her. That's what I should say. I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I should, but I don't.
Babe, what is your one piece of advice for sustaining a relationship? Drugs are okay in moderation.
Alcohol.
Take shots.
Shot. We started with shots. We're going to continue with shots. So, I mean, the biggest thing is patience. The biggest thing is patience and listening. You know, like, communication, even though our communication has been a little off. it is very important. And actually be real with yourself. First and foremost, know where you are, know what you want, and fight for it, because it's not going to be easy.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I won't beat you today.
It's not going to be easy. I'm gonna keep it real. If we had a camera in our house all day, I think even the best couples who have these shows and reality shit, like, so if it was a camera really going 24/7, you know, in a household where outside publicly it looks like everything is beautiful, nah, it ain't. It gets. But you have to have patience. You have to know what you want and believe in your love. You got to have a strong bond.
Yeah.
The foundation, like what Iyanla was trying to let us know and let me know, it starts with me and the strong foundation. And then also having a woman that understands that a man needs to have, you need to lead. You know, and I think a lot of women out here today, it's hard for them. This is my opinion. You know, especially these young girls out here don't understand that, you know, because you have a lot of women that's raising, you know, and doing it on their own. It's not really by design, it's by default. And in those cases, right? Because it's not something that any woman that desires that, you know, have children to want to
I don't think
raising
anyone.
a family by themselves. That's half of the whole. If you by yourself, trying to do it by yourself. So, but getting back to it, they have to understand that, you know, how important a man's leadership is in the family, dynamic. So, and I think that is what has been the key for us, is that we both love each other and we both try, and you know, and it's real. We're older, we're adults too now.
Right. We just grew up, but we're here.
After the show, I mean that's yo. She was 12, 14.
Right.
You know, I was around that same age.
I think he was 16. But he's right.
Sticking to moving, having kids, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, I mean, you know, as a woman, you know, I very much want a man who will lead, and I think that it's important to be on the same page, because, you know, while he might want that, he also has to show up in that role, and so that's a piece that we had to like really find and figure out, and I have to support and encourage and be who I say I'm going to be. If he takes that role and does, you know, and does the leading. So no, I'm just
watch yourself. Watch yourself.
But it's, you know, he's silly. But as a former single mom, you know, I do understand, you know, how
what
some
you gonna
women. I can't say him.
Alright, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I hope people understand our humor by now, because they probably.
I don't think she was a hoe.
I saved the hoe. So.
You said say the hoe.
I saved the hoe. I saved you, baby.
I know, it's cool.
So. Listen, I done lost my whole damn train of thought because he's so crazy.
That's all. You chose.
Yeah. You stupid. I can't. Yeah. Anyway, but I think that that's a big part of, I think, especially our community. You know, we are part of, at least our generation. You know, we come from parents who most of our parents did it on their own. Our mothers primarily raised us, grandmothers raised us, and I don't think everyone realizes that, like Idris says, it wasn't made to be that way. It is by default. It's, you know, it's what we had to do for way too long, and I think it takes having, like you said, patience, but not just for your relationship to develop, but like patience and understanding that there's a lot of trauma, you know, directly and indirectly, that you have to be willing to work through and address and overcome. So, you know, and I think that that's, you know, that's what we're doing, we've done, we will continue to do. And I think through us, you know, sticking together, sticking it out, and being committed, our children can now have the example we didn't have, and begin to have healthy, you know, relationships, marriages, relationships with their children, you know, and so on and so forth. So it's bigger than, you know, just this. There's a fire truck if you got excited.
Yeah.
It's long.
Yeah. Yeah, so was your speech. Speech was long as hell. Alright, so I think you got some good content. 21 minutes, 22 minutes. So,
I just picked it, I think. I got it. You just want to flatten it? Oh, no, I think I pushed it up by your eye. I'm going to let you get it because you're going to have to go to the bathroom again. Because it's right, yeah, it's right there. It's going to go in your eye. No, it's little. No, it's not out. You hold it. No, you go through one of the other. No, it's not that way. It's one that fell onto your face. Now it's like right here. Now. Oh, yeah?
alright.
Yay!
So outro.
Yeah, we should really come
Keep
up
drinking.
with something
Keep talking. Listen, learn. Yeah.
else. Take shots. Do drugs in moderation. No, we'll stop it.